Hi everybody, it's me Vic. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Mine is going pretty good. So, I have decided to go back to school. You see my topic? Yes, and I'm very excited about that because it's something that I wanted to do for a long time, okay? And I finally have an opportunity and I just jumped on it and here I am today. Okay, so a quick little story I wanted to share with you guys. So, a long time ago, when I graduated out of high school, I was going to college, and while I was in college, I get pregnant with my first son, okay? And so even with that, I was still going to school pregnant, and I was working two jobs, okay? So I started to get overwhelmed because it was really hard for me because I had to go to work, I have school, you got the papers to write, you have to study, you got tests, exams, all this stuff was overwhelming me so bad that I wasn't doing so good. So I ended up dropping out of college so that I could work instead. My mother at the time, because she was the one taking care of my son for me, and of course, I was helping her financially, with her house, with everything. I've always been one of those that would always help out my mother, and she helped me too. So, to make a long story short, uh, then I, get married and started to have more children. And I did go back to school actually a lot younger, and I wanted to be a nurse at the time. I wanted to be an LPN. Okay, so I did go to school. I do have a certificate for nursing assistant. I started out small, little baby steps, and I'm supposed to move on up to something else, but I never really took it any further because I changed my mind. So that was a waste of money and time. Okay, so I don't know what I was thinking. So I said to myself, you know what, let me just finish raising my children. They're still pretty young. They're like 5, 4, babies. So I said, once they're, of age, I will be able to do a lot more because they won't be as depending on me anymore. Okay, so now that all my kids are grown, pretty much, I have two grown sons, I have a grown daughter, I have two teenage younger kids. So come on, this is an opportunity for me to go back to school online, and I'm doing so good so far. So I decided to do that. And I'm doing good, and I can't believe how good I'm doing. I have to admit, I was a little nervous because it's been a long time since I've been to school. But you know what? The fact that I have children, I'm always in school in some kind of a way because I help them with homework. My kids are like A students. Who do you think helped them to get there? Me. I teach them how to do their studies. I teach them how to work, and all of them is doing so good. And it's because of course, school and me, because I'm their second teacher. Okay. So I said to myself, if I could do that, I could definitely go back to school. What's so hard? You have to read, study, learn, memorize. How hard is it? And let me tell you guys, I took 3 exams already. I aced it. 87, and I got 294s. My recent test was yesterday, and I got a 94. So right now, my current average is 92%. Okay. So I'm really happy that I'm able to do it. So the moral of this video is it's never too late to go back to school. Never. It doesn't matter what age you are. Because when I was younger and I would see people who is older going to school, I'm like, what the heck are they doing? I mean, you might die soon. When you're young, you don't really understand. You just think everybody's old. When you're in your 20s, everybody, I don't care if you're like 30, 40, 50, you old as hell in a 20-year-old's mind. That's how I was. I thought everybody was old in those kind of, when I was younger. But now that I'm there in my prime, I'm there, I'm like, hey, I get it now. It's like, it's not until you reach there, you're never going to get it until you're there. So I wouldn't encourage young people, I'm talking to you specifically, it's better to go to high school, go to college, and do it that way as opposed to doing it my way, because you want to get it out the way. But everybody has different reasons to why they do what they do, or whatever they do, what they don't want to do. But I'm just encouraging, like my children, I'm encouraging them to go to school now and go to college, do it the way that I was supposed to do it. But I messed up by having a child, and it just wasn't working for me back then. But if you're in a situation like I am, it's never too late. Never too late to go back to school. You know, if you could read, write, understand, memorize, you got this. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm going in for business. I'm going in for business management. I intend on having my own business again, and there's things that I'm learning that I can't believe it. I used to have a business, guys. For those of you who do not know me, my business name was Vicky's Products Company. I did open a business before, but I had a grand opening and a grand closing. It's because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And now that I'm in the business management classes and I'm understanding more and seeing what the issues were that caused me to close my business, I get it. I didn't get it before, but I get it now. Okay, so that's why it's important, people, to learn and to understand whatever you're trying to get into. Know what you're doing, read about it, do your research, go to school, learn. Don't just jump cold turkey into something that you know nothing about, because you will end up losing. And that's what happened to me. And now that I'm going to school, I don't care how long it takes. I am going to be successful the next time I open a business, because I now know what to do and what not to do. Okay, so I'm excited about it. I'm really eager, and this is the time for me. My brain is functioning better than ever. You would think that you're older. You don't know. You'd be, the older you get, the dumber you get. Bull crap. The older you get, the wiser you get, the smarter you get, because you understand more and you have more of a patience. You have more patience, and you have a goal that you want to fulfill. You're gonna fulfill it. Okay. So I'm just excited. I had to share this with you guys, and also to motivate anyone who is watching that is older, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 20, whatever it is. Okay, so you can do it, guys. I promise you can. Okay, so take care, guys. God bless, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.